I don't think there's anywhere else but the Red River Rivalry that we got to start
Yeah.
this thing because there's a lot of juice. Oklahoma, I don't know if you know this, has been practicing indoors. Nobody wants to know if John Mateer's back. Oh my gosh, is he
Ooh,
back? Who
sneaky,
knows? Who
sneaky.
knows? It's funny, man. It's cool. So this is a huge rivalry, and I cannot wait to watch this thing. It's going to be massive.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. The Red River Rivalry. Someone who grew up with a little bit of a speech impediment, get a little bit difficult at times for me if I had to say it fast. Red River Rivalry, Red River Rivalry. But yes, this is it's a big game, man. It's a big moment, obviously for both teams. Oklahoma wants to stay in the top 10, and Texas needs to figure out on
Mm.
offense. And let's start there first. I want to start with Texas. This offense, Arch, and the offensive line because it has been a problem all year. It was a problem against lesser opponents from the group of five. It was a major problem a week ago against Florida. The inability to give Arch time to throw the football, the receivers' inability themselves to create separation, and then Arch's eyes being in the wrong spot. Once again, if you've not seen my breakdown on Arch and that offense, go watch that down, win the great details about all the issues. It's not just one, it's not two, it's three, four things going on with this offense. And right now, it's like they have to bring out the entire bag of tricks, reverses, double passes, sneak routes by receivers. I mean, they have to kind of get exotic in their play calling because they just don't have the personnel this year. And the problem is, you ain't going to solve all those issues in a week. You may not even solve one of those issues. I don't even know if they have what time to solve one of those issues in a week. You need a bye week to figure some of that stuff out. Going against Oklahoma and that defense, we joked about it this weekend, but the more I watch it, the more I am truly concerned that Arch Manning could get hurt in this football game
Right.
because of his offense line, how good Oklahoma's defensive line
No
is.
question. No question. And that's exactly where I want to transition to this Oklahoma defense. And, it's funny because of the relationship with Coach Venables and him being my defensive
Yeah.
coordinator, in college and just following them very closely, talking to him from time to time, things of that nature. And when he, said in that press conference, someone asked him about calling plays and he kind of rattled off a list about calling plays on the defense. He's saying all these things and then he kind of finishes it with, and I'm kind of good at it, and everybody's like, okay, we see it. But there were a lot of questions and people were saying, oh, they're desperate. Oh, they've got to do this. They've got to do that. Let me just read some stats to y'all. These are national. These are NCAA number one in the country. Total defense, opponent yards per play, sacks per game, tackles for loss, third down conversion percentage, opponents punting, so they're punting the ball all the time, and scoring defense is second. These guys are unbelievable. And it's not like they're just playing FCS teams. They played
That's what I'm saying.
Michigan, they played Auburn, they played an SEC game. It is real out there and what they're bringing, how they're bringing it, the exotic nature of it. Arch is not going to know what he's looking at. He is
No.
going to be so confused. He is going to be guessing. He is going to be running early, getting out of the pocket. Just what we saw last week against Florida. You're going to see the exact same thing, only
It needs to be
it's a
worse.
better defense.
Yes, I think it's going to be worse. I think right now his eyes are slow. Even on the touchdown route to the post route, he kind of lucked into it. He should have been looking that direction the entire time. It was a dig route. So for those listening on audio, a 10-yard dig with a post route over top. And also for our listeners on YouTube, don't forget, if you're in the car, we are on everywhere that you have a podcast. Go like and subscribe there, leave a comment and a review, all that good stuff. But anyways, a 10-yard dig, so 10 yards over the middle, then a post right on top. It was cover four. Multiple times in this game, you had two high safeties with some sort of that combination, and he's not looking to that side. So I don't know if it's a Steve Sarkisian in the way he is teaching it, or if Arch is just not seeing it right. But I think this is, basic quarterback knowledge. If you have that kind of concept against a quarter defense, so a shell defense, the post route has a really good chance to get open.
Yep.
And he's looking to the right, gets off of it because of pressure, moves up, then spots the post route wide open, throws it for a touchdown. It's like, your eye should have been there from the very beginning. He's not seeing the defense well, and it's affecting obviously his progression within the offense. And you're going up against what you just alluded to, a defense that's going to show you a lot, a defense that's going to get you off your spot, that's going to make you move. And I can say this from experience: when you get hit, and when you've just been hit the way he was hit against Florida, got smacked around a bunch, and then you turn the tape on and watch Oklahoma smack around and get after the quarterback, 21 sacks, tied for the lead in SEC, 50 TFLs. Like, they get after you. It's hard for me to think that Arch Manning is going to go into this game with a lot of confidence to sit in the pocket and throw the ball down the field. He's going to be
Right.
like 1-2, let me get out. And
Yes.
you could not be a successful quarterback if your mindset is, I got to protect myself. It's just
Right.
not going to work, you Mac.
And it is going to be fascinating because as you just mentioned, that progression and how delayed or late he was getting to it, that ain't happening. You don't have time to be late in this game. I mean, they are going to bring it. That's his MO. That's been his MO for as long as he's been a defensive coordinator. He's bringing pressure. He is sending blitzes. He is overloading something. And even if he overloads, he might not come from that side. He might come from the backside. He is going to put these guys in very adverse situations and make them make a decision. And I'll tell you, one of the hardest things, Aaron, for an offensive lineman is maybe you go with a couple of two techniques over the guards, and then you walk up double A gap mug two linebackers, and whichever way the center goes, that guy's dropping. Like you can't be right. You can't be right. They're going to make you wrong, or they're going to cross dog and just try to get on your hip, knock you out of place. It is going to be fascinating to see that chess match. And I got to ask you this question. What would you do if you're Sarkisian and you've got this young quarterback who's not playing that great right now, and you've got an elite defense that is going to be sending it? What are you doing? What kind of plays are you calling? What kind of concepts are you running? Because you can't just run your offense. There's no way that's happening.
No. I mean, like you said, you got to get into your back. You got to make a defense like that go sideline to sideline sometimes too. So, like I said, reverses, jet sweeps, get Arch on the move, get him running. Create some easy throws to get him in rhythm early. Obviously, screens, tunnel screens, back screens, sneak routes. Sometimes you're gonna have to 7-man pro it up and just say, hey, Arch, this is our opportunity to take a shot, but you also have to be smart about it. Like, hey, if it's not there, then run around or throw it out of bounds. Just because we're calling a shot doesn't mean that you just automatically have to throw the shot. But if you want to throw the ball down the field, Texas is not going to be able to do a 5-man protection and have the time to throw it. And you bring up like, what Venable does, and he brings all these pressures. We've seen Texas give up pressure with just 4-man pressure. So like if I'm Venables, I don't even feel like I have to. Like I could play coverage, and with how good our defensive line is, we should be able to still get after the quarterback within 3 seconds and then still have 7 guys on the back end. So I'm very interested to see, does he go the aggressive route, or does he say like, we are just better than them up front, and we can still play coverage, get after the quarterback and stop the runs. You asked what they can do. Like I said, those are some of the ideas pass game. Obviously, you would love to run the football. Always takes pressure off. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're in big trouble. Let's just be honest. Like, we're trying to manufacture ways in which Texas has success. But if you can't block, you can't do anything. And they can't block. And this is the best defense in the country and one of the best defensive lines in the country. They are in trouble. Arch is in trouble. The only way they have success in this game, we'll flip over to the other side, is if they can get after what I believe is going to be a starting quarterback for Oklahoma, is Michael Hawkins Jr. Came in last year, played well. I thought he played well a week ago versus Kent State. So he's had 2 weeks, the bye week, and then obviously versus Kent State to go out there and play. A little concerned with his footwork. He throws the ball a little bit funky at times. High risk, can make some crazy throws. I put one on Twitter where he's throwing around a defensive lineman on a dagger route, which was incredible. But then he misses a bunch of easy stuff because his feet are all over the place.
Right.
So you may get some big ones. You may get some of those like, what the hell are you doing? And you may get some turnovers. Texas is going to have to disrupt him. They're going to have to get some turnovers and have to get some short fields and take advantage. And I think that's the only way they score points.
I agree. Scoring with your defense or making something happen. But I just also think in the back of my mind, which we haven't seen consistently, and even against Kent State, it wasn't great. Oklahoma running the football, but are you able to grind it out enough to where you just make this uncomfortable? Like you trust your defense. If we score 17, we're good. Like, is that kind of the mindset that Oklahoma
Texas
is
defense
in?
even that good? They just got exposed by Florida.
Right. I mean, that's a good point. But I'm just saying the inability from Oklahoma. I mean, even against Kent State, we're running for 41 attempts for 180 yards. Like that's not world beaters, right? And so what can you do there? How much do you want Michael to push the ball downfield or try to make plays with his arm when you just say, hey, it's a race to 17. We get there, we're good. We're fine. We're going to win this game.
Maybe a race at 10.
Maybe a single-digit race. Who knows? And then also,
I think turnovers are the key for Texas.
100%.
Getting turnovers is the only way for success.
Yeah, I agree with you. And does John Mateer make like a WWE entrance and everybody just loses their mind? I would love to see that. I need to see that guy.
I don't know if you want to do that to your quarterback and if he's not fully ready, because even if you lose this game, you still have everything.
Take me in that. Take me in that mindset. Let's say you're playing Auburn or you're playing Bama or you're playing whoever, And you've only been at Georgia
Of
for a
course, the
year.
player's gonna
You're
wanna
only there a
play. Like,
year.
you're asking a guy who in high school over here broke his leg and then 6 weeks later played in a state semifinals game and then a state championship game,
That's what I'm saying.
essentially on one foot, wearing a
That's
I
what
had
John
so much
Mateer's gonna
tape on
do.
my leg, I couldn't move.
He's playing.
But it's
John
a little bit
Mateer's gonna
different
play.
because I'm a thrower. My hand was
That
fine,
is
my arm
true.
was fine.
It's true. I
I
don't
just
need his
didn't
leg.
move.
Chop it off.
Yeah,
It's just in the
so
way,
I
you
don't
know?
know, man. Like, I still think that there's a lot for Oklahoma to get this season,
Yeah.
even if he does not play in this game, or if if they lose,
Yeah.
to where like if he's
Well,
not
I don't
100
think they
percent,
need him. Honestly, I don't think they need him. Like,
and I
Texas
agree.
does
I
not
think
too.
they can trust their defense to win it.
Yeah, I agree.
So we both like Oklahoma in this game.
I think it's 1.5. Texas is favored for whatever god awful reason. Yeah, give me Oklahoma money line. Let's go.
Yeah. God, I mean, what's the line for it? Does Archman get
42
hurt
and a
in this
half.
game?
42.5. Take the
I'm saying
under.
take the
Oklahoma.
under. Take the under. Take Oklahoma. All right, that's the Red River